Alright, we're back here in Idaho. You may recognize us from some past videos if you follow the channel. But I want to show you some of the upgrades we've done to our Intex Excursion 5. We've done a lot to make it easier to get in and out, just to make it more enjoyable and just have more fun with it. Because when you get down to the launch ramp or the shoreline, you don't have to deal with a bunch of stuff. So this is how we make it a compact and easy to work with. So get right into it. You may notice this. You might have seen, if you watch on YouTube, you might have seen some advertisements for Battleborn lithium batteries along with some other competitors. We decided to do it just because in the end it costs the same amount of money. In my past videos you heard me say that we have two 105 amp hour batteries, two Group 31. Each one weighs 60 pounds, so a total of 120 pounds of batteries. This weighs 30 pounds and does the same amount of work. And as far as cost goes, it was $900 as of today, but when you look at the fact that I was replacing those batteries one every year, two batteries, after 10 years you'll spend more than $900 on this, and this comes with a 10-year warranty. 10-year warranty, and it'll charge more cycles than a lead acid battery. So it just outperforms lead acid all the way. So that's how I justify spending that much money. There are some other benefits too. It is splash proof and somewhat waterproof according to Battleborn. But either way, of course, you're still going to want to put it in a case just because the electricity and water don't mix very well. On top of that, it does have some other benefits. You cannot do that with a lead acid battery. There's nothing old is going to leak out of that. And also, you may notice I made this homemade paracord handle here. The reason is, if you look at, most people buy these for van life and marine living. So I'm assuming that's why they keep it very rectangular, no room for actual handle. Just so they can make them easier to fit together to run them in series or parallel, whatever they're doing. So if you want a handle, if you need one, it does make it easy to drop it in and out of the battery box. That's one thing you can do if you're into paracording. But other than that, the reason with Battleborn instead of the competitors is because the other big competitor that I've seen online, they did not have very good customer service. And when I'm going to make an investment like that, I want to make sure I understand what I'm getting and to make sure that I will perform. I have problems, and make sure they're going to answer their phone. The other companies I saw, I called them up because I didn't understand their advertisements. They didn't answer the phones, and they never returned my messages. So it's a pretty bad sign. Battleborn, I just happened to come across them on YouTube. I called them up their advertisements. I think it was Brandon. He stayed on the phone with me for 5 or 10 minutes, answered every single question, didn't rush me off, and so I understood what I was buying. So they're very good about customer service. After that, you also see that we put some decals on it, just kind of make it stand out a little bit. We got these. We're gonna have some other ones, but check this out. If you don't really care about splintering, because you're going to inflate it, you're going to deflate it, inflate it many times, and roll it up when you store it. If you do like we do, it's going to splinter like this one up here. This one is much worse because when I put this on, I got the blow dryer out and make sure it's stuck on very good. So I'm going to pull this one off and replace it. But up front here, because it is curved, it's expected to get a lot worse. But over here too, on our third one, you'll see these are all the same age. It's doing fine. So this is another thing you can do if you want to kind of give it some flash and make it stand out a little bit. So next step after that, a big help is pumping it up. And this is what we're using right now. This is a rechargeable Coleman pump, and this is a life changer. In the past, I was anti-pumps because I bought one time and it didn't work. It just took us forever. That was back in like 2014 when I had my Seahawk. So ever since then, I never thought they could work. But I saw this rechargeable one, and it takes maybe 10 minutes to inflate everything now. We do top it off with a hand pump, but getting it to the point where the bulk of the work, maybe 90% of it, this can do it. So this is worth every penny. So get one of these if you want to make life much easier.